What?
Hello, can you hear me?
Who?
Hey, Brenda. Yes.
This is Brenda.
What?
Yeah.
Who's yelling?
Who's talking?
Who's talking?
that's
Give a
Brenda
name.
For me.
Okay, stand by. Just mute your.
Yes.
Right now,
Mike,
all we
talk
want
to
to hear
the
from is
people on the
Mike.
phone.
Everyone else mute yourself. Just Mike.
Okay. Berry Golf Club, LLC.
And that's it?
Then we have
Who else you got?
Silo Brooklyn, LLC.
Okay.
And we have 270 Messerol Rest Corp.
And that's it?
That's
You
it.
couldn't do them in order. You had to mix me up. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. 270 is number 1, Barry is number 2, and Silo is number 10. So now I got to see if we've got anything.
All right. Which one are we doing first, Tom? So I can find the two. Help you find it. Which one do you want to do first?
I got to see if I got the stuff. So 270 Messerol, I've got an application.
All right.
But what is there anything attached to it? I'm going through. There's photographs.
On the phone here with you.
Who's yelling?
Oh, it's Brenda. I'm trying to get in.
I don't know who Brenda is, so I don't know why you keep yelling at us, Brenda.
Brenda, I'll give you 10 seconds. What is happening, Brenda? What do you need from us?
She's with me.
No, I'm supposed to be joined in on the meeting.
Brother, do me a
Talk to
favor.
them on your phone.
Brenda, at the current time right
Talk to
now,
your clients on a
we just
side
need you to
phone.
mute yourself, Brenda. Just mute yourself for a second. Your attorney is handling your application. Do you understand, Brenda? Yes? I think that's a
So
yes.
it looks like 270's got everything that it needs. Where's Barry? Mike, when did you give us Barry? Oh, there it is. I got it. I see it. Hang on. I'm flipping through it to make sure I've got enough stuff to yell at you about.
Messerol.
Okay, that looks like whatever. And then the third one was Silo. Come on, open. Okay, there it goes.
Go to my drive.
All right, I'm not reading it. I'm just flipping through it to see that it's got.
Yeah, and then the other one, you got the other one is the.
All right, so we've got stuff for 270, Berry, and Silo. All right, so who's next?
270 Messerol, no?
No. Like we need to make sure that the stuff is here. If it's not here, we're going to just tell people go away.
Next, let me just see the next one. Mike,
yes.
This David Clark is not with you, correct?
Correct.
All right, David Clark. What's your application name and address?
It's under 180 Franklin LLC. I'm going to be represented by Frank Palillo. He's going to join the call pretty shortly.
That's a previously postponed item, so now we got to figure out when it was first on.
I believe November, Tom.
Thanks, David. We'll find it. 180 Franklin, right?
Yes, sir.
You would Frank the Tank.
Hey, Rob, it's Francoise. May I make a request from the community? There are parents who would like to join this meeting that are currently putting their children to sleep.
Yep.
And they're hoping to be here by 7.
No problem.
We just give them the space to do that? These are the neighbors who are directly next door.
What, are they all going to speak? I mean, one speaker is enough. This meeting has to end at 9 o'clock. I don't want every single person having
It will be
Francois.
one family.
If there's some kind of letter you could write with everybody's name on it, would save our time.
It will be one family representing the building.
Right. It's going to be the same story we've heard over and over again, right?
Francois, who's the one you're referring to? Are they on the call now?
180 Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, are they on the call right now? What's the name?
No, they're not here. They won't be able to be here till 7. They're trying to get their children to sleep.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying now. Okay, so no problem, no problem. And they want to talk about 180 Franklin, correct?
Yes, Rob. Thank you.
Gotcha now. Okay, we still don't have quorum, so by the time we get quorum and handle mics, by the time we get to David Clark,
who's next after David Clark?
Room and boards, right? And
I
think
so room and board is this month. So
Yep, I see him waving right there.
Is there a person who's
Yeah.
representing room and
Room and
Oh my
boards.
God.
Put your name now. What's your name in the thing?
All right, I have an application that is 26 pages long.
What address is
So
that,
starts
Tom?
maps. 132 Havemeyer Street.
Yep, that's what I figured. 132 Havemeyer.
Yep. Okay. Is there a person representing them?
Yeah. Room and boards. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Eric Pavoni. I'm going to change my name on
Got it.
the Zoom here as well.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks.
All right. So we've got that one in our collection. Okay.
Yep.
Who's next, Rob?
All right. Alex, are you a community or applicant? Alex,
I believe you're talking about me. I'm with Silo with Mike Kelly.
you were Silo, right? That's what it was. Got it. Just want to write that down with Mike Kelly.
Make sure you get them so they're together. Okay.
Yep. I'll make sure to scratch that off. And
Okay.
then Noah, I know you're here to talk about Lobo, so I got you noted here to talk about it.
No, I
About
am
what?
not the applicant. I'm just a neighbor, a resident.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Well,
I confused the words, but that's what I said. Yep.
Talk about what?
Next is Lilia Wolfson. Lilia Wolfson, you were the applicant or community?
Yeah, I'm with Alex for Silo.
Got it. You were Silo. Got it. Silo. Got it. Okay, next. Erica.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Erica. Community or applicant?
Community. Thank you.
Thank you.
For
Mr.
what?
Burrows.
Community for what?
Which one? Erica, which applicant you here to talk? Which one are you talking about against or with? Which one?
No, I'm just listening in. That's all. I'm
Oh,
not-
you're just listening. That's right, listening. Got it.
Thank
I
you.
forgot that. You did
No
say
problem.
that. Joe is from the Greenpoint Coalition. Thompson is the resident. Bill Shuck is a resident. Then I have Sam. Sam, tell me the name of your business and your names again.
Bedford Coast LLC, Sam Neely. Sorry, I can't figure out how to change the screen name.
I got you, Sam Neely, and then the next to you is your partner.
Yeah, Eugene Cleghorn.
Eugene.
What is Rob? What is Bedford Coast? It's not on my calendar.
What's the address for Bedford Coast?
320 Bedford Avenue.
320 Bedford Avenue.
Not on my calendar.
Who's your attorney?
it's Super Burrito.
Terry Flynn Jr.
Super.
And it's called Super Burrito.
Yeah, that's our DBA.
Got it. Super
That's
Burrito.
not on the calendar either.
Okay, we had a notice. This is the date and time.
Number 9 on the calendar.
Number 9 on the calendar, Tom. Good eye,
Yeah.
Gina. Number 9.
Okay, Samuel Neely. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Super Burrito. Catchy. I like it.
Who is representing them?
Samuel Neely and Eugene.
Okay.
Then we got the Bushwick Triangle, 1277 Flushing Avenue.
That's a previously postponed, isn't it?
Yes.
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 That was postponed from December. Let's see if we've got something from December. Well, I've got photographs, and let's see if the full questionnaire is here. The little red dots on it. Let's see. Well, I've only have an application. I don't have petitions. I don't have photographs. I don't have.
So, good evening. My name is Jen Harris. I'm the attorney, the representative on this file. We submitted everything to the community board multiple times starting on November 18th. and we sent about 7 subsequent follow-up emails to confirm receipt of everything. We never got a confirmation receipt from the community board, and that's why we had to postpone. We were saying that the board was saying that they didn't receive our documents, but we had proof that they were received because the board answered to the email in which we sent all of the attachments. We then postponed because the board was saying they didn't get everything, and we sent everything via a WeTransfer link instead. And
Yeah, I don't know how WeTransfer works, so you can teach me how that works, and I might be able to download it, but I have no clue. So
it's a link to download, and it actually says that the community board accessed and downloaded every single document because it sends us a notification.
Somebody on my committee read it fine, but I have not looked at it.
Okay, what would you like us to do? Because this is the second time we're being told that our documents were not received, and we have proof that they're going out, and the board is replying on the emails that we've sent. I mean, we're happy to comply. We want to meet with the board. We want to go over all of the questions, but we are sending documents, and we're getting responses on top of our emails saying that they've been received. But I'm getting contradictory information now.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I understand that, but that's not something I can answer. The board is saying that they received them. So somebody from the board is replying saying, yes, we've received the document.
Well, if you can get a name, that'd be great.
What name are you looking for specifically? Do you mean the company name? That is Bushwick Triangle.
You said the board. The board rose up. All 51 of us rose up and said we got your.
So the email, nobody's your emails go out with the standard signature. So we're getting emails from licenses BK01 at cb.nyc.gov, and I believe there's another email.
And what was the reply to your package when you sent it? What was the reply?
The meeting details, the meeting, the login.
No.
Details.
When you sent the package, did they say received in the email reply?
They replied to the email where the package was sent with the meeting details.
All right, forward that over to me now. Let me see your proof. I'm gonna drop my email.
Rob, I asked all the committee members on a prior date if anybody knew how to open whatever that file system was. Nobody responded, so.
Oh, I don't know how to open that thing.
So our original submission did not have WeTransfer. So it's not about opening the file. It's a link, and it takes you to the document.
Did you ever send it as just an attachment as a PDF?
Absolutely. We did that 6 times, and because we didn't get confirmation. Yes, we did that 6 times, and we didn't get confirmation.
Can I talk? Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So you sent it as a PDF 6 times. Did they ever respond to the attached PDF?
They did. They responded with the meeting details. You've asked for a copy of that, so give me a few moments, and I'll go ahead and send it to you. Can you confirm the email address where you want to send?
Not the WeLink one, the one with the PDF.
Yes, yeah, so yes,
okay.
I have that as well. So where would you like me to send it to? To your main email?
Send it to me, rsolano, RSOLANO, at cuffh.org.
Okay, and do you mind repeating that for me just to make sure I have the spelling right?
Yeah.
RSOLANO
at cuffh.org.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Boom. And if I see that the community board said yes, then that's on us. If they don't respond, that's the SLA.
Rob, we have photographs and we have a questionnaire. I don't have any petitions or anything else.
We'll get to that.
We submitted all of that.
I have 2 files of photographs and 1 file for questionnaire. I don't know where the rest of it is.
The new year, I take people for their word. So she sent that. She'll forward it over, and it'll have the app and the petition and the signatures.
And if you'd like, I have screenshots of when everything was sent. If you need timestamps and all of that,
it's easy. You sent something, they said yes. You forward that whole thread to me, and I'll see the attachments, and I'll see the thing, and that'll be easy. We'll be done.
The big thing, Rob, is I need petitions. We need petitions. I don't hear anybody saying they sent petitions.
You sent petitions?
We did send petitions, so I can forward even that as well.
Forward that over. Petitions, the application, the whole thing. Not a WeTransfer, PDFs.
Correct. They were PDFs, correct.
Easy. Now you can mute yourself, please, and go into the internet and do that for us. Thank you. All right, that's all I have. That's the last applicant. Thank you. That's right.
All
No
right,
one
so we
else?
still don't have a quorum.
Well, I think so. We got Eric's on now.
I've got Gina, Rob, me, Julia, and Eric. So that's 5. We need 7.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were going to count for real. That's okay. Fine. What do you want me to say to you?
Oh, you know, if people want to be on the committee, they need to show up. If they're not showing up, the chair needs to do something about it.
Yeah.
There can't be 3 of us doing all of the board's work.
Oh, it's 5 of us. It's not 3 of us. It's 5 of us. What do you want me to call
5
Isaac?
of us.
You want me to call Isaac or something? I'll call Isaac. I can start calling people.
Isaac's not on. Yeah, where's any of them?
Isaac's on our committee. Yeah, he's
Right.
Eric,
Yeah.
Eric is also on the committee.
Yeah,
But there's only
Eric
only
is
Gina,
on.
there's only 5 of us here.
7.
Ogden's not here. Arthur's not here. Tommy's not here.
I got you. All right. Well, we're waiting.
Isaac's not here. We barely have people.
Okay. Well, that's that. We'll give a second.
Well, we can start with Mike.
Let's do that.
Mike, let's do 270 Messerol.
All right, so Brenda is on the phone.
Does Brenda have a last name?
Brettwork. It's a tough one.
Okay.
I don't see her name on the thing.
She might have her number. She's a little confused with technology.
No,
The
no, no. I've
91
got on your
Yes,
application, I have
Yeah.
Dermot and Terry and Mike. I don't have any. Oh, there she is.
Yes.
There she is. She's buried on additional owners. Okay.
Yes. She's the 917-3*****63.
Yeah, we got her.
All right.
Okay.
So Brenda. Are you there? Brenda.
Unmute yourself.
Speak.
Yeah. There's a little button on the bottom.
How she survived the pandemic, man. Congrats. You didn't have to ever jump on a Zoom call in 2
You
years.
unmute?
Rob,
Yeah.
here's the big problem. We know Brenda, we love Brenda, but her facility capacity is 665 people.
Only.
Let me answer that question for you.
Please.
The
do.
entire-
So we require
Yes.
we require any applications of 250 and above to make a presentation to the full board.
Okay. Can I answer that?
Try.
The,
Go
ent-
for it.
You can go right
the
ahead.
entire building is that. And the other part of the building, they run the $3 bill. And that's
Well, that's
about
why we
four-
want Brenda to speak. Where's
Yeah.
Brenda?
She's somewhere.
Mike, what is this
She's
going to
doing-
be? What's 2-7? What's the pitch?
So
What is the
basically,
piece-
it's an add-on. It's an add-on to the $3 bill, which is next door. So this is formerly the Brooklyn Well. So they're going to be running a
Right.
tavern, the same live music they have next door.
Yeah, Brooklyn Well is
They just-
huge.
Yeah, they just don't want they don't want anyone else to take the place. And they had a few bad experiences with people doing those one-day permits. So they think they can take this place over and avoid having that conflict with people coming in, doing the raves, whatever you want to call them, and
Okay,
Well,
cause a
Mike,
problem.
Mike, this isn't Mike, this isn't making a lot of sense to me. Okay.
Okay.
But Brent, somebody needs to say, hey, there's this building, there's these things in this building, they've been operating side by side, but this other portion wasn't working out right, so we've decided to take it over. Nothing's really changing, but we're going to be good guys and do blah blah. I need to hear that story. That Brenda tells that story really well. Where is she?
I'm trying to get her on. She unmuted herself well before, but she can't do it now. Let me try to get her again.
Is Brenda the owner of the building?
Yeah.
That sounds like right. That sounds right now. That sounds.
Yeah,
like
Brenda's
let me
been
try
running
to call her again.
the show over there for a long time, and she's been doing community and stuff, but I can't do her pitch for her.
Brenda, you need to unmute yourself.
Don't we always do like community
Yes.
events in this space?
There's a mute button on the bottom. You
This is
press
like
Brenda does wonderful
Unmute.
things. I just need her to tell
You
us
had
what
it.
she's
You did it
doing.
before.
Salazar has her event there.
Yes.
DSA has their
Yes.
thing there.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. You're on the phone.
There's flags all over that place of love and
Yes.
affection.
You have to
Yes.
figure out how to unmute the phone.
Brenda, we're trying our best, Brenda. I don't know what else. I could just speak for Brenda. You want me to just start? Because I know this place well. This is like
I could do her pitch too,
All right.
but it's not
You're
appropriate.
gonna have to unmute the phone.
Okay. I don't see the
I-
signatures.
Can I go through the application, Tom? I'll tell you what's going on there.
Yeah, Mike, you go as the attorney.
All
Hit
right.
it.
So this is a application for 270 Mesero Rest Corp. between Waterburg Street and Bushwick Place. It's in the
Yeah.
industrial area. It's
Yes.
formerly the Brooklyn Well.
Mhm.
The owners currently operate the $3 bill, which is part of the building. That takes up most of the square footage.
Right.
They opened that in 2018. They've had no problems. And they want to take the space next door before somebody else takes it and they don't know who they are.
Okay.
And
Right,
they're going to be
Mike.
doing the same thing. It's a
Mike.
bar tavern with live music. They also had a couple of these one-day caterers permits operating
Who
in there.
did?
That was
Who did?
people that rented the place and got a
Well, whose
one-day
building
catering.
is it?
Landlord was?
Yes. Who's the landlord?
The landlord is Kerry Dingingberg, Dannenberg.
And then Brenda owns $3 bill next door.
Yes, Brenda owns $3 bill.
Okay.
She operates. She owns.
Operate-
She has the
operates.
license.
Owns and operates.
Operates. She
Owns
doesn't
and
own the
operates
building.
Owns
She
the
doesn't own the
business.
building, no.
The business. He owns the business.
He
So,
owns the
Mike,
business.
what happened to the Mike? What happened to the well?
The well's been closed down. So the
Since
space
when?
has been rented out a few times and people came in with the one-day permits
Yeah.
and basically
Who
caused
rent-
problems.
Who, Mike?
Yes.
When did the well close down?
Yes. When did it?
When?
A few years
Did the
ago.
well,
No.
right?
A few years
And
ago.
what license? What license did the well have when it was open?
They had an on-premise liquor license. They were open till 4 a.m.
Right. And we
Okay.
approved that license
Yes.
a million years ago,
Yes.
right?
Well, not a million. Close.
They closed, and the space has been not having a permanent resident, but somebody who's renting the space out, the landlord.
I guess the landlord rented it out for a few of these parties to make money.
All right, and now Brenda wants to expand her operation, but it will be a separate operation from the other location,
Correct.
and she's going to be doing the same hours and whatever as what the well had, but better run.
Basically, yes. They're going to run it as well as they do $3 bill.
$3 bill is great.
So we're basically having a full-time operator that we know rather than occasional permits going in there. But
Correct.
does the well hold 270 people?
No. No,
So
we're,
what
we're
is the
figuring
size of
we're figuring about 230 at the most.
really?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Fine.
And what are you going to be doing there?
The same thing, basically a tavern. We're gonna have live music. And we would rent the place out for private parties if somebody's having birthday parties, things like that. But the place would not be rented out to any promoters. It would always be under our control. They'd be
Okay.
renting it from us and our staff would be manning it. And we'll also
Okay,
have
and you get-
security depending on how many people are there, just like at the $3.
And the vision is that Brenda knows the building well and the area well, and she's right next door, so she knows how to run a business there, right?
Yes, and she also knows the community affairs officer at the 90 precinct, which they have meetings with all the time, who has no complaints about her.
And she
Yeah,
calls me all the time, and I call her all the time, and
Yeah. This is a
So
good
there's not really a change. It's not really a change. It's just an improvement because one person is going to be in charge of the space and not different people floating in and out all the time.
Correct.
Okay. Is Brenda ever going to be able to speak to us or never? She's given up.
I don't think so.
All right. Do we have
All right. So
quorum?
did anybody else from my damn committee show up?
I'm checking now.
Bogdan's here.
Oh, Bogdan's here. Yep. Bogdan's here. And
Any of those mystery phone numbers, anybody?
mystery phone numbers is, I don't know. I don't think, no, they're accounted for something else, not committee.
Okay. Who's hosting our meeting?
Hosting our
who's in
meeting is
office?
the community board office.
Yeah, who is it? Marie, Joanna, who's there? Can they send out some kind of bulletin to the rest of our committee saying, is anybody else showing up? Bogdan, do you know if Arthur's coming? Bogdan. Bogdan.
He's on. Leave him alone. Don't try to confirm.
No, he's
Oh,
no, but
it's
he doesn't have a camera or a microphone next to him. So I'm like, is he really on or is he still struggling to get on?
Oh, okay, I see that. He's doing like a.
Is he participating or is he trying to get here?
Good one. We don't have 7 right now?
No, we have 6.
Okay. He's such a stickler for this shit. It's crazy. Okay.
Well, because you keep inviting all these public people, and they're gonna, if we do anything, they're gonna give us grief. So I've tried a million ways.
I love public people.
I've tried a million ways to quit the board, and they won't let me. So
it's slightly true, but okay. Frank the Tank.
What's up, guys?
Frank?
Rob, what are we doing with the first applicant? We got 6 people. What do we, what is the consensus?
I want to make a motion to support because I know this place very well. Does the committee members have any questions about this?
I'm just looking through the application. I don't see the signatures, or maybe I'm missing it. The signature.
The petitions. They're buried they're down on page. Oh,
Good catch, Gina.
Posting. There's like 1, 2, 3 pages of signatures. There's not a lot out there. It's like in the middle of the industrial park.
Yeah,
there's no residents around.
There's no residents over there.
It's like all industry there.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. It's just downloading it. I just didn't. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Gina.
I have no problem with them, So if it's a consensus of the committee, the chair will then operate on the consent, has to report to the full board that, there wasn't a quorum to vote, but that the committee's consensus was that
Mike,
the full board
Brenda is on. Brenda is on the phone.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, all right, Brenda.
Sorry, guys, but I'm not a computer person. I'm a cleaning person. I'm not a computer person.
Brenda, let me give you a quick update. It looks like the board is leaning towards supporting you. So try not to mess it up. Go for it.
No, we just don't want somebody else coming into the place and then, we can't do what we want to do. We want this to be a gay community and build on it, and for basically that's it.
Brenda, I love it. I make a motion to the consensus of Tom's feelings to support this thing.
Second.
Any objections from my group of 6?
No,
Sorry,
next.
guys,
We're running out of time.
Get on.
All right. What?
Brenda, I'm gonna Mike. I do wanna stop by. I don't to see the plan a little bit. So I'll stop by at Mike and walk this through with Brenda to see I'm looking forward to the well coming back. I want to see how it's coming back and what's the vision a little bit closer. So I'll stop by. Brenda, I'm gonna stop by to check out what you're doing over there. Okay.
Next.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi,
Okay,
how are
next.
Berry Golf Club.
Brenda, you can hang up. You're good. Thank you. Congrats.
Berry Golf Club. Who's here?
Okay. So basically what we're doing here.
Who's here with you? Who's here with you?
Nicholas Patty.
Okay, I just need to know who's here, we got to keep attendance. Sorry, we're fanatics. Okay, this
All
is a
right.
corporate change. So who's getting kicked off the board? Who's getting added?
Nicholas Patty is buying out the current owner, Jamie Weissman, who's getting out of the restaurant industry. There's no other
then
changes,
Patty
49
Jr..
capacity.
No, but so who's Nicholas Patty? Has he been involved with this thing, or he's coming out of the blue?
No, he's a landlord
No.
of the building.
I was at the first community board. Hello,
He
Rob.
was,
Hey,
What is-
Nick, hey, good seeing you, brother.
The first community board back in 1968?
yes.
No,
Wow.
no. But he's Tom, I can confirm he's been the owner applicant from the beginning, from the jump. He's been involved, heavily involved.
So
Yeah.
he just got rid of the other guy. So
He
does
likes
anybody
golf.
care?
Jamie moved to Texas. He moved away, moved out of the state.
Yeah.
Jamie's not here anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. And so has Nick got anything that the SLA is going to dig up on him and say he can't be in charge?
No,
Nick, you
no.
want to answer that, Nick?
I'm
I
good,
took,
buddy.
a,
I'm
I
good.
took a look at his arrest record. It's not that bad.
Tom wants to know you got any bodies buried, Nick.
I'm safe, baby. My brother's a doctor. I'm the patient, I told you.
I make a motion
All
to
right.
support corporate change.
Anybody objecting to that? Nope. Okay, great. Okay. Moving right it on. Mike, you also had Silo.
Take care.
Yes. So Alex
you, everybody.
Newhausen
Alex Newhausen.
and Lillian Wolfson are here.
Okay, I'm just trying. Hang on. Okay, I have an application. I don't know if anybody else digs up these things. Alex and who?
Lillian
Lillian?
Wolfson.
Lillian Wilson. Okay, I see her. Okay.
Who is number is this on the application? The name of the
Gina, are you speaking? I can't hear you.
The name of the application?
Silo, Brooklyn. It's 90 Scott. It's that goddamn Quonset hut that keeps changing hands.
Didn't change hands.
Oh, okay, I get it. Capacity, the
What's
capacity.
going on over there, Mike?
Okay, so the same two owners originally came before you on 6/25/19 under
Yeah.
Secret Loft LLC.
Yeah.
Due to COVID and no construction, they were approved by the SLA, but the SLA disapproved them without prejudice because they couldn't finish the place in time and get a C of O. So now we're coming
Yeah.
back under Silo Brooklyn. Everything is staying the same. They were approved by you before, 4 p.m., 4 a.m., same hours that were previously approved. They have 3 different setups depending on what kind of event they're doing. One setup could be 27 tables, 99 seats. Another setup is no tables and 105 seats. The other setup is 26 tables and 52 seats. There are 2 bars. There'll always be 22 seats at the bar. Music is background, live, DJ. There's no outdoor seating. They will have security. The owners will be opening a performing arts venue with community events, aerial circus, dance performances, literary events, live music.
In the
Lily
parking
is
lot or inside?
Inside, everything inside. There's nothing outside whatsoever.
All right, let me ask you a question. What's her face? Alex and Lillian. I believe that neighborhood is a hellhole. You guys are all trying to do some kind of entertainment district over there, and the city doesn't give a shit. The streets are a disaster. The lighting is a disaster. The signage is a disaster. So have you talked to like the people from Avant-Gardner and stuff like that and try and figure out some way to get our new mayor who thinks the city is boring and needs more nightlife to maybe focus on making a unified something other over there so you all can like make it safer, make it cleaner, make it a better destination?
We have. It's a good question. And yeah, the owner of the Quonset hut, there's 2 of them, right? So we're on just one side. The other side is going to be a distillery tasting room. So we're going to work with those guys. And then there is a music recording studio a little further down the street in that cul-de-sac. We've also met the owners of Honey's. We've written to Avant-Gardner, but it's hard to get past their corporate office to actually talk to somebody. But
the local guy really wants to get something going. Because you shouldn't be paying to have your sidewalks replaced by yourselves. You shouldn't be patching your potholes yourselves. You
we've
know.
also I submitted to the city actually to ask about getting I think it's Randolph doesn't even have like a stop sign right there. So
Right.
submitted to like
There's a lot
put
of
in for a
signs
traffic
missing over
study.
there.
Yeah, there is a light once you get down to Johnson, but
there's also no like dead end streets, so you go on a street thinking there's an exit and you can't. You get kind of stuck in these
Yeah, but
streets.
you guys, if you guys would please like get it together, get the guy at Avant Garden who's fired up, and get some kind of a group, and we'll work with you because,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if you've been to Athens to the Ghazi district, but you know, it's a destination. It's a bunch of old factories, but they've made it nice. The city paid for lighting and signs and things like that, and then the clubs operate and it's safe and decent, and the car services work together. You know, it could be you know, I get the factories have to stay, the commercial has to stay, but if you guys are going to be there, form some kind of group and you know,
Alex,
I'd like
what's,
to
what's
see
the
them.
address of this again? What's the address?
90 Scott.
This is 90 Scott, right? Yeah, 90 Scott.
Yeah.
it's a good idea. So we'll definitely reach out to everybody.
Yeah, the guy who's the regular manager guy of Avant Gardner, he works with the precinct, he works with the NCOs, you know, you know, they were really bad neighbors at the beginning, but
yeah,
they got it together, you know? And I think it could be a great little district for people to go to. It was a little bit safer and you weren't paying for the infrastructure, you know?
Yeah.
And Mayor Adams thinks the city's boring and needs more nightlife, so have him put some money into that neighborhood. I don't know, Rob. What do you think?
I mean, this is where we want the nightlife to go, right? It's with elsewhere at Gardner, Area 51. It's in that little zone over there. This is where you want to push, not like in the middle of a residential neighborhood. You want to push it out further out there.
But you know, there's potholes, there's missing sidewalks, there's lighting missing, there's signage missing. It's just you know.
Alex, just hit me one more time with the pitch for 90 Scott. What are you here for today?
Yeah, so it's the same concept as before. It's a performing arts space. We in the past have operated a small performing arts space in Manhattan, and this is really scaling up to a larger size where we can have the stage and like kind of be open every night. So yeah, we both currently do, and we're going to continue to do literary events where we team up with like kind of local poets or writers organizations. Aerial circus is a big thing we do. So similar kind of to House of Yes in that sense, or Company 14. So a lot of seated shows early in the evening, and then Fridays and Saturdays later night have DJs.
And then you're here now because of why? What's the difference?
Because they got approved, and then COVID killed them, and then they had to come back again.
Right. I feel like we've had this like conversation.
Yes,
before,
we did.
Right.
We
and
did.
you have the space in Manhattan, and then this. Oh, did you haven't even opened since that whole time?
Yeah, we haven't been able to finish the build out, so we couldn't get the
wow.
certificate of occupancy. The DOB really didn't approve anything for
Yeah.
a year.
They were pretty garbage.
Yeah.
over there.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And then when's the proposed opening?
This summer. So
okay.
Probably June, July. Stuff is finally moving again. It's we've got a floor, we've got sprinklers in. We got close, but fell about 6 months short on picking up the conditional license.
All right, I make
pull your other guys together. Let's get the council member and somebody over there, and let's like figure out some kind of neighborhood thing going on before the summer comes.
Yep, I'll make a motion to approve.
Yeah, anybody opposed to approving? We already approved them once before as Secret Loft. Now they're calling themselves Silo. So
Silo, right?
I have no issue with them.
Yep, same.
Anybody?
Okay, good.
All right, they're good. All right, now.
Good luck, Alex.
Do you think Room and Board and Super Burrito are going to be easy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so Room and Board.
Tom, you hear me?
To the other one. So let's do.
Tom, you hear me, Simon?
Yes.
Hi, Simon.
Okay, I just joined. Okay, thank you.
So Simon, are you going to count as a voting member or not? I don't.
I can.
How does that work?
I could vote on any committee.
All right, we only have 6 of us, and we need 7. So you'll have to be our 7th.
That's why I know. That's why I answered the call because I heard there was only 6, so that's why I came on board.
Thanks, Simon.
All right, let's do
Room and Board.
Has anybody new arrived, Rob, that wasn't on your list from before?
We'll get to folks. I think.
Okay, so let's do let's do room and boards.
That's Eric. Eric, you're on the
Yes,
mic.
Eric. Yeah, that's me. I'm Eric Pavoni from Room and Boards. Hi.
Make the pitch.
All
Let's
right, so
hear it.
wait, so we have a packet that came
Mm-hmm.
in. Oh my God, I gotta be able to view it. Hang on. It's on this weird continuous scroll. Hang on. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So it's a new liquor license. The address is 132 Havemeyer Street between South First and South Second. Rob, you
Yep,
might
I'm
know
on
what
it.
this is.
I'm on it. Yep.
12 to 2, it looks like. It's tiny on my screen. It looks like 12 to 2. Yes. And
The
outdoor
hours?
space.
Yeah,
Yes.
hours.
The hours we were saying from noon to 4 a.m., which is consistent with some of the other licenses in the neighborhood.
All right. Well, your application has 2 on it, so.
Oh, that's fine. 2. I mean, I thought we put down for 4, but 2 is plenty.
Well, if you go for 4, you're gonna have a hard time from us. So if it's 2, we're very happy with you.
Yeah, two is fine. 2 is fine. I just recall thinking I put down 4, but 2 is fine.
You go to 4, we start
Eric.
fighting. Now,
No
the
problem.
signature page isn't signed, so you're gonna have to sign the signature page at some time and get it to the office.
Okay.
Eric, remind me what was there before, Eric.
Yeah, sure. So I've lived in the neighborhood for a long time. I actually own a business nearby over on Grand Street, Grand and Havemeyer.
What's the one you have on
Is
Grand
it
and
a secret?
Havemeyer?
Is it a secret?
It's the skee ball bar, Full Circle Bar.
You got that one, right? You guys keep that. I recognized you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I recognize you too.
Okay,
Yeah, so I've been there for almost 13 years
Yeah.
now. And so this is going to be a cornhole club. If you guys are familiar with the game cornhole, you got the boards and you throw the bean bags into the board.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went somewhere else when you said that. Forgive me.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate name for the game, but alas, that's what the name is. Some people,
Because
a
we're
lot of
opening
people
all
call
these
it,
gay bars, and it's like, oh my God, now we have a cornhole club.
a lot of people call it bags,
Okay.
which is a better ring. But yeah, so the cornhole is a great game. Anyone can play it, and I've hosted cornhole events in and around North Brooklyn, South Brooklyn for many years. And there's nowhere to play it consistently and play it conveniently. And so when this space became available, it used to be Rob. It used to be a karate dojo.
Yeah. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yep.
It used to be a karate dojo. So, it was like an open space. And when I walked by it one day and I just looked in, we were doing cornhole tournaments on Grand Street this summer that the whole community was getting into. And when the summer ended, everyone was like, "Oh, you're not going to do it anymore." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry, wait until next year." I saw this space and a light bulb went off and I said, this would be a great place to host, some cornhole events on a consistent basis.
Your floor plan is a little sketchy. It's like,
So
tiny.
that shows 2 cornhole courts on it. And then if we had 1 cornhole court, then we could put more like tables and chairs around it. But basically,
do you need to have a full liquor license to play cornhole, or can you just have beer and wine?
it's just a beer and wine license we're applying for.
Yeah, they're doing beer and wine.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
on my calendar is liquor, wine, beer, and cider. So I need to
no,
make sure that that's clear.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
just-
so
it's just beer and wine.
if it's just beer and wine, I don't even know why we're even talking.
Well, that's why I didn't know why you were talking to this guy so much. I was like, why are you giving this guy a
Well,
run?
because on my calendar it says full liquor. So I'm like, wow.
What does the app say? It says beer and wine, no?
It says a new liquor license, and on the second page it says, why is this not coming up right? Tavern wine.
Okay.
So
Should just be beer and wine, yeah.
Beer and wine, tavern wine.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. So I got to make sure that that's okay.
Approved.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Approved.
All those in favor? Is anybody in favor of approving?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Okay, good.
No.
All right.
Eric, good luck.
Done.
Good luck.
Sure. Thanks, Rob. See you in the hood, man.
In your expansion.
Wow.
Keyboard or
Thank
phone board. I like where
calendar.
you're going with this.
All right. So then the next one was Super Burrito.
Super Burrito.
Hello.
Now, is that a full liquor or is it a wine and beer? Somebody fill me in.
This is full liquor.
Full liquor, Super
Okay.
Burrito.
Now I got to find out where you are in when did you send in your materials and under what name?
We sent them
'Cause I'm
in
not finding
on
it.
Saturday, I
320,
believe.
it's under all right, everybody, it's under 320 Bedford. That's their secret name. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who's here with
Pretty
this
exposing
person?
names.
Sam Neely.
Samuel. We got
Okay.
Samuel, and we have, I think, his partner, right? That's your partner next to you, Samuel? Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene, right? Yep.
So that's Eugene Cleghorn. Okay. All right. I have an application. You people have, okay. So the application, on premises liquor, super burrito, blah. You had a super burrito before in 2020? Oh, in Beach 69th Street in Queens. So
Yeah, we have
this
one
is on the
location in Rockaway,
Rockaway
Beach.
Beach?
Yeah.
Okay. So how accepting of a diverse clientele were you at your burrito on Rockaway Beach?
Super accepting. We have
Okay, 'cause
a very good following of beach-going people seasonally in the summertime.
and how about people from the other side of the island?
Yeah, we deliver all over the peninsula, from Far Rockaway all the way up to.
Yeah, but are you welcoming to people who aren't going to the beach but walk over from, the other side of the island?
Yeah, we're welcoming to everybody.
Okay, because I've had my experiences that there have been, sometimes a little iffy. Okay, just checking. Want you to be open and wonderful.
Yeah, we're
It doesn't seem very large.
We're originally from
Your hours are fairly reasonable.
Sam, I was there before.
At this new location, it was a cafe pharmacy called Equilibria that closed, I think, pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Now the problem is I only have been able to locate an application
Hold on, let me.
in my
I was
collection.
just,
I don't have.
I was just there
Wait,
like 10 minutes ago.
something, and I sent something.
No, but I don't have petitions or photos or anything like
Those
that.
should be from, I sent those from superburrito97@gmail.com, and our lawyer also sent a notarized version of the
Who's your attorney?
questionnaire.
Who's your attorney?
Terrence Flynn Jr.
Terrence Flynn Jr. Okay, maybe we'll see that. What's the hours of operation?
Restaurant, it'd be 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. weekdays, and then 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Friday, Saturdays.
Your application reads, Rob, operation 4 to 1 Monday through Thursday, 4 to 2
That's for the
Friday,
bar,
Saturday,
yeah.
4 to 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, the restaurant hours are
So
10, but bar is
those
4.
hours are fine.
Yeah, we mean when you're gonna serve drinks.
Serve alcohol. Yeah, sorry.
What we mean alcohol hours.
4 to 1 weekdays, 4 to 2
4 to 2
Friday, Saturdays.
You're right next to this confusing burger joint that's next to Duma, right?
Yeah, we don't know what that is either.
Yeah, just go to Duma.
The hamburger joint.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good look. And they got signatures, Tom. I can't pull the app, but they have signatures, right?
No, that's the problem, is finding these signatures. Oh, here it is. They sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 attachments, and I don't have the time.
Yeah, there's no
to
signatures in
download
that packet though.
Yeah, we did.
attachment.
If you're referring to petitions,
Petitions, yeah.
In light of COVID, we did not approach, and the surge, we did not approach. We
I don't
had
see any
really just one business or one apartment building, and it didn't really unfold as we felt we thought it would. So we did not get any signatures.
Yeah,
Does that mean they were against? They didn't unfold because they were against you, or what?
Oh no, just because of
Omicron.
General Omicron surge.
Yeah,
let's not get into people's faces right now.
There's a picture of the posting, which is so far away I can't read it. Well, we need signatures because the torches and pitchforks will arrive if they haven't had an opportunity to say anything.
Yeah, we kind of need you to
Everybody else does.
Yeah, I know it's a little tricky because of the corona, but we need
Yeah.
to tell folks that you're there,
Okay.
especially since there used to be a cafe, right? So the expectation if I moved in upstairs would be, oh, there's a coffee shop downstairs, and then like 3 months from now, it's a bar restaurant, right? So if you're gonna change the game, maybe they welcome you, but they have to at least make that decision. Like, hey, I live here, you moved in. You have to, like, if you were another cafe, no big deal. Or if you were another restaurant that had liquor before, then no biggie. But this didn't have liquor before. There are residents right above you, right? And then there is a building next door that I think is a nice balance of demographic of old school Williamsburg and new school. I think your signature should have a healthy balance of both those neighborhoods, right? And
we need petitions.
Super burrito. That sounds great.
We can send those. We can get some tomorrow and send them in tomorrow if that works.
I mean, I'll lean towards that way, but I don't know how folks feel.
When's our meeting?
Our full board meeting is, I imagine, like 3 weeks from now, or
February 8th.
The 8th.
Yeah.
So just get them in by by next
Friday. Friday before.
Okay.
Samuel, let me give you real concrete direction so you feel like you know what you got to do. So definitely the building that you're in, those residents above you.
Yeah.
Right. And then let me look at the map really fast. And then there's a building. Okay, not the weird burger joint, right? But next is Dumont.
Right.
Above that is a rent stabilized building that's been there forever.
Okay.
You want to catch some folks when they come outside. Say, hey, hi, sorry, I'm going to open up this spot here. We're here. Can you get us thing? Can you support me? This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You may need someone that speaks a little Spanglish because they mostly speak Spanish there, but at least they can handle a conversation. And for me, I'll be good because at least you're telling the two immediate neighbors that, hey, this is happening and we're here and you should know what's going on in your neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
That's it. So that's 320 where you are, and then you know the building I'm referring to, right? The one above Dumont.
Dumont, yeah.
Yeah, right above that. Yeah, and then I'm whatever that is, 318 or 16, whatever that. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. So those are the two. When you submit it, I'm gonna be looking in the email for those two.
Rob, can they send those signatures to you because you know those buildings?
Yeah, so here's my email, Samuel. It's R, like my name, RSOLANO @CUFFH.org.
Sorry, what was that? What's the address again?
R Solano, RSOLANO @CUFFH.org.
Got it.
All right, and then
Rob, you can let me know.
I'll be looking for some last names there, Samuel and Eugene. Make sure you
get
them.
this week
Make
for
sure you
sure.
get them from. Okay.
Sure.
All right, I make motion to approve with those conditions.
Yep, approve with the need for petitions by February 4th.
Got it.
Second.
Anybody? All those in favor?
There's a lot of
Anybody
thumbs up on the
opposed?
screen. There's a lot of thumbs up. I see.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. Okay.
All right,
Got it?
Samuel, Eugene. I'll look out for that email.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
All right, before we go to the previously postponed items, is there anybody here on 232 Varrett Street? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don Poncho was
Tom. Tom,
Yeah.
Frank Lillo. How are you, sir?
Hey,
I
Frank.
didn't ask for you. I asked, is there anybody here on 232 Varrett Street?
Which is why I woke up and responded. That's my client. We put it off for a month.
Oh, so you're postponing it? Okay.
Yes, sir. We sent the letter
Thank
to
you.
CB. You're welcome, sir.
There you go. You
It's
almost
very
got
difficult to get communications when we're all working at home. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Frank, be nicer to us.
Rob.
Okay, so it's postponed at
Rob,
the
shave,
request
man,
of the
shave.
applicant. Okay. All right. Now the Don Poncho is gone, off, removed. We don't know what the hell. Do we think that was for New Year's Eve? That's a long time ago, so it's gone. All right.
It was a good party.
Edith's Eatery expansion onto municipal property. We take no position on municipal property because we have no reviews process. So that's you know, not ours to deal with.
Hold
Unless
on.
you guys want to take it over.
Are we gonna go back to David Clark?
We're gonna go to. I'm gonna get the crap off the new list first, okay?
Okay. Don't yell at me.
Is anybody here on the garden carver?
No, but that sounds interesting.
Well, it's only a wine and beer, but where are they?
Garden
Plant-based
Carver.
pizza. What?
Oh, then don't
Which
forget
pizza?
we gotta do this 1270.
Who just yelled out and said what?
What? Who said what?
Somebody said something. All right.
I didn't hear it.
Plant-based pizza. That was from, the July, whatever happened to them. Anybody here on plant-based pizza?
Guess people want
Okay.
regular pizza, no plant-based.
All right. So the renewals, I'm going to just get rid of the renewals. Anybody have any problem with any of the renewals?
No.
Make a motion that we approve the renewals.
I make a motion to approve the renewals.
Anybody, all those in favor?
Second, aye.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Anybody
yes.
opposed?
Nope.
Okay. All right, let's go to previously postponed, and the first exciting one is 180. Is that what the order you want to? Yeah, 180 Franklin Street. So,
how do you want to do this?
Go.
Let's hear from the applicant first, right? Let's hear what this thing is first.
Do we make a list of who's here to speak on 180 Franklin Street in a way that it's going to get communicated to the office, that it goes on some kind of a thing? Because you're going to email to me what you wrote down, Rob, or something like that.
Yeah, I'll make some notes as we go through it.
I'm going to go look for the application right now.
All right, look for the app. If you're here to talk about 180 Franklin, just get ready. We're going to be doing some calling on you. Hopefully the kids are sleeping already.
I think Frank is doing this, right? Is this Frank's?
I think this is Frank the Tank, so that should
Frank
be
the Tank is here.
Frank the Tank is here.
Is this yours, 180 Franklin?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so stand by.
Frank resent the application to me today, so I wouldn't yell at him.
Smart.
So,
I accept that. I made a mistake. This is a kinder and gentler Tom in 2022. So I apologize. That was incorrect.
Well, but Frank, I'm trying to quit, but they won't let me. So,
I
if you
heard
can.
that.
All right.
A good word,
If you're here to talk about 180 Franklin, please raise your hand.
Well, can't they get a list, but the applicant gets to present first.
No, but I want to get the hands up so while you're talking to the applicant, you got this queued up. I meant the not your physical hand, but that's nice. The computer handy thingy, whatever that thing. It's confusing with. Yeah, that's good too. Don't worry about the hand, just the computer hand. Do that because then I can kind of keep track a little bit if you're coming. Yep, I see. Yeah, it's working already. I got a little slap in my face with one of the hands already. Oh wow, there's some hands. Wow, yeah, we got hands ready to go for this. Okay, all right. Sante Michelli has been surprisingly quiet. I don't want to start him. Sante, don't say anything yet. I've been very impressed with your silence. It's strong.
Okay. Keep it quiet, Rob.
Damn,
I
can't believe.
Don't go there.
I know. I'm so impressed by him.
Rob, you're going there, and I'm gonna have to knock your head off.
He's been contained. Sante's contained 2022. So proud. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some heads on this, Tom. Okay. All right, so perfect, folks. Keep your hands up. Perfect. Tom, do your thing.
Well, Frank's going to make a presentation. Frank, when did you first come to us with this? Just in December or before that?
No, November.
The November 23rd, okay.
We appeared in November. You asked us to reach out to the coalition. We did. I think there's been at least one meeting, maybe more planned. Sante, you look great. I haven't seen you in years. I hope you're well, sir.
Well, Frank, if there's more meetings planned, that means nothing's settled. So then what are we here for?
Well, I have to file this app. I've got to file the application. My long-term plan was to go through the meeting and then let the clients sit together after Friday. hopefully get an approval condition upon that meeting.
What are we doing today?
This is an application for a tavern with food. The hours of operation.
Frank,
sorry?
You're saying you're going to have another meeting, which means that whatever the issues are aren't resolved. So are you going to call upon us to vote tonight? Or are you going to say, I'm going to have another meeting and we're going to put this
No,
over
I'm
till
good.
next month?
I'm hoping we can vote.
Well, then why are you having another meeting?
Because we couldn't all get together again before this meeting.
Stay quiet until you call me, Rob.
Yeah, stay quiet, stay contained. Mute yourself. Mute yourself, sir. Frank, keep going.
Anyway, this is a tavern with hours of operation from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Dave, say hello.
Hey, I'm David.
David
Is
who?
anyone else on the call with us? David, just you and me?
Clark. David
It
Clark.
just seems
Thank
like
God it's
such a
David
nice
Clark.
guy. Just say that. It just seems like a nice guy. It's gonna
David has David and the team actually have numerous restaurants and taverns in the city. David, you want to do a quick run through on your history?
Yeah.
Yeah,
By which you're referring to Manhattan, correct?
Yes, to Manhattan.
What neighborhood? What neighborhood?
Started off managing Cooper's Craft and Kitchen, located at 87 2nd Avenue, corner of 5th Street. That was 10 years ago, and I managed and operated that for 3 years. Worked with the 5th Street Block Association over there. They were fantastic with us. Then I moved over.
East 5th Street Block Association.
Yes, correct. Yeah, East 5th Street Block Association. Then I moved over to 169 8th Avenue as a partner of Cooper's Craft and Kitchen in Chelsea. I've been operating there for over 7 years now. And then I opened up Jungle Bird, located at 174 8th Avenue, directly across the street. We opened up over 2 years ago. I manage and operate both 169 and 174.
And your partners?
on 8th Avenue.
Yes, correct. Right next door to the Joyce Theatre. And then my partner operated
A very intense commercial block with commercial storefronts, the entire block on both sides.
Yeah. And then my partner, Connor Hines, he has owned and operated the Grey Mare, which has been in existence since 1995. He's owned and operated there. He's going to be joining me in 180 Franklin Street.
Where's the Grey Mare?
It's located on 2nd Avenue between 3rd and 4th Street.
So we're getting a bunch of Lower East Side coming to Franklin. Yes?
It's been happening for 10 years, Tom.
I know.
We've a partner that's with us.
We have to be happy about it, Frank.
Yeah. We have a partner as well who is
this location has been a problem in the past, so we don't need to have more problems.
Has it been?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Gee, the real estate agent and the landlord never mentioned that, did they, Dave?
I wish.
Who's the last guy? What is he at? Which place?
I don't remember the name of it, but their sidewalk cafe was always running amok all over the neighborhood.
David, our last partner? You didn't get a chance to mention his experience.
No, I didn't hear about this experience. Regarding the sidewalk cafe, no.
No, I'm talking about our partner that you didn't get a chance to mention his license history.
License history was the Grey Mare 2nd Avenue between 3rd and 4th Street.
Right. There's one more too.
There's Steve Kammerer, who also had Cookies and Moloko in Brooklyn also.
You just want to be opening a tavern. Now, there was a restaurant here before, I believe. I don't remember the name of it. Does anybody remember the name of what it was? Anybody can volunteer.
Brooklyn Label.
Brooklyn Label.
Brooklyn Label.
Brooklyn Label was there. There was another one after that. I don't know. Nothing seems to last there. And anything I've ever eaten there has tasted terrible, which is probably why.
I should mention.
I would agree.
Julie Gamble hit it hard.
Sorry, it's the truth.
Even though we classified it as a tavern, David is installing a kitchen in the center of the space. Correct,
Okay.
David?
Okay, cool. Yeah, are you doing that, Dave? You're putting a kitchen?
Yeah, there's going to be a kitchen on the main floor, and then there's going to be prep area in the basement.
Okay. Tom Boros, I need to do some stuff at home. Can we get through the public session so I can have a nice little note for you to write in an email? Can we get through some of the public testimony, please? Is that all right?
Trying to look at the floor plan and try and figure out what this place is. It says a tavern, but then we're saying there's going to be a kitchen, but then it looks like a oyster bar. I'm like getting schizophrenic here. Like, what is this place going to be?
Tavern with food.
Different things at different times. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Do we have a menu?
Yes.
I sent along a menu.
There is a menu, Rob.
What's on the menu? David, what's on the menu? What do you got?
I have to get past the dirty bathroom to get to the menu. There's a raw bar with oysters, there's chilled seafood, there's small plates, there's flatbreads, and then there's large plates, which look like there's burger, lobster roll, linguine.
Don't do it, Tom. Don't try to pronounce it.
No, I'm just,
Man, what a ambitious over menu. I like it. Linguine, clams. What a journey would take. Oysters.
Lots of oysters. All right, so it says that there's going to be 64 people, 8 tables, 26 seats.
Okay.
1 stand-up bar with 14 people. 6 tables with 12 seats outdoors. And then the hours is 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. Monday through Friday, and then Saturday 11 a.m. Sunday and Saturday and Sunday 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. I don't know where this outdoor space is. What is the outdoor space? You can't do a sidewalk cafe. So is this a sidewalk cafe? There are no sidewalk cafe permits. So what's the outdoor space?
I think it's in the plans. Should be in the plans. Hold on.
What is it? There are no sidewalk cafes anymore. So what is the outdoor space?
I'll answer you as soon as I find it on my computer.
Well, is it under the DOT? Because if it's under the DOT, we don't approve that. The city has no sidewalk cafe review process anymore. So to put outdoor space on your application, I can't agree to it. I see like 5 little tables floating around outside, undefined, no railing.
It's gonna be COVID sidewalk space.
Right. So that has to come. We don't approve that. The DOT has never given us a review process for that, and we can't approve outdoor space. You can do what you want with it, but we can't approve it.
But it's not roadbed, just so you know.
I get it, but it's also not a sidewalk cafe that went through the regular sidewalk cafe process. There's no rules.
But to be honest, Tom, by the time this place opens, it may very well be, there may be rules in place.
So then they'll have to come back and apply for a sidewalk cafe permit.
Everybody's going to have to.
Yeah, too bad.
Then you'll deal with it.
Right now, I can't approve something I don't have a review process for. We used to have rules for sidewalk cafes. Now we have no rules. So, to just sign off on outdoor space, I can't do that. So, Rob, what did you want to do?
I want to hear from the people.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
So how are you going to do that? I don't want like 400 people speaking.
What we're going to do, let's do
Bob, can I just interrupt you quickly? Because
Who's that? Please identify yourself.
It's Victoria Cambranes. I'm here to speak on behalf of the tenants of the Astral Building, and I live diagonally from this location as well. I just wanted to speak to the tenants.
Gotcha, Victoria. We got you on the jury.
Are you on Rob's list?
All right. Yep. All right. So I'm going to start naming some folks that I have on my list, and then you guys go for it. You all can start speaking. All right. If you can try to keep yourselves under a minute, would be amazing. Right. And that way everyone gets to say something. I don't want it to be we do quick minutes So try to make sure you're ready. Okay, so let's go with David Cameron. Go for it.
All right, thanks,
I'm
Rob.
gonna read the name on your screen, so apologies. I'm just gonna read the name on the screen. David Cameron, go for it.
Yes, yeah, hi, thank you. Yeah, my name is David Cameron. I live at 87 Java Street, so we are immediately next door to the Astral and to the storefront along Java Street.
Somebody please tell me what the Astral is.
It's the building. It's like this historical. Why don't you tell them? I don't want to speak. I think there's a resident there that'll speak a little bit about the building. It's a building's been in Greenpoint.
It's an individual landmark. It's a national historic landmark. It registered in the National Historic Register. It's very important historic building.
Good job, Sante. Mute. David, back to you, David. Now you only have 10 seconds, David. Go for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Go,
yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of the other residents in the building. It's a 3-unit walk up. We and our neighbors were attracted to the building because it's on a quiet street. We have growing families. We enjoy a lot of the restaurants in the neighborhood. Brooklyn Label was always a good neighbor. But a 3 a.m. license with music really concerns us. We would hear some noise from Brooklyn Label, including after closing as they're cleaning up, taking bottles out. And if that's going till 3 a.m., that's really a lot of noise and a lot of concern for us and for our kids.
David, thank you. Thank you so much. That was perfect. Appreciate you all. You can mute yourself and listen to the what happens next. If this gets supported or doesn't. Drum roll. Next up on the screen is Francois.
Okay, sorry, it took me a second. So just kind of speaking to the community outreach, I think we spoke to over 60 residents who live on Java, some of who have lived there for 60 years. There are a lot of elderly who live directly across the street on Java, and they really, I mean, you know, Brooklyn Label, they're like, it closed at 11, you know, it gave them enough time to get to sleep, you know, especially because they are seniors and they're, you know, have a lot of concerns and anxiety around the current pandemic. I also
What is it
think
you want?
Pardon?
What is it you want?
For the Brooklyn Label hours, which I think were 10:45 and 11, which is what I think a lot of the residents are asking for. And I think also that, you know, there was zero community outreach. The building right next door, nobody reached out to them. So just going back to the Brooklyn Label hours.
Francois, do me a favor, if you could try to remember it, if it's Monday through Thursday, from what time to what time, and I'm going to write it in my notes. I want to hear that because I thought it was powerful. Say the hours one more time for me.
Hold on, I'm just going to read them directly to confirm their.
Perfect.
Okay, they were Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. to 10:45. Was the dinner serving, and then for breakfast and lunch they were open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Friday through Saturday it was 5 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. and on Sunday it was 5:30 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. So I think it's, you know, it's really about the closing hours.
Right.
You know, if they want
All
to
right,
open
in the document that you sent to us a gazillion times, the one
I didn't
dated
send
January
anything.
22nd, it says Brooklyn Label Monday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay, but that's about 11:45, 12 is you know, about
I mean, that's what I just pulled off
yeah,
the internet.
yeah, the internet probably had the accurate one. Got it. Thank you, Francois. Any closing comment you want to say, or you're good?
No, but I think, Rob, this is a conversation that you and I started last year. Is I think we really need to start talking about the noise pollution and the health impacts that it has on residents, especially as we are in a pandemic.
Yeah.
All right, how does it apply to this location?
Because you have families right next door and you have seniors across the street. And these are people who don't, you know, who aren't going to be really able to move.
Yep.
I mean, the question is how do we create a holistic community that really works for everybody. You know, I think everybody loves Brooklyn Label. You know, Robert, I've actually known him for 29 and a half years. You know, when he was a great neighbor. And so I think it's just asking for, you know, the new applicant to be a good neighbor as well. And I think the fact that they didn't reach out to the neighbors who live in the building, who live directly next door, who live across the
Which
street.
buildings do you want them to reach out to,
I mean,
Rob?
I would say Java between the first, you know, Franklin and Manhattan, and then Franklin and down to the water.
Okay, so Java.
Wait, isn't this on the corner of Franklin and Java?
Yep.
Okay.
So we usually ask buildings on either.
Tom,
we usually ask for but we usually ask for buildings on either side of the establishment and across the street and behind. You're asking for them to go all the way down to the river?
I mean, I think to the smaller houses on Java, you know, the ones that don't have, that can hear everything. You know, people aren't able to sleep with their windows open anymore.
Yeah. I want to get to everyone. I don't want to feel like people are watching us have a conversation. I want to hit everyone for a minute, and then we can do some follow-ups. Let me just get through it, because I know people might still have to put their kids to sleep, and I want to be respectful to that. So next up is Joe. Go for it, Joe.
I'm going to yield most of my time to Sante and Larry, but I just want to follow up on Francois' allusion to the petition, which has a petition which I believe we sent over earlier, and from 66 residents in the immediate surrounding areas on Java, and I think Sante and Larry can speak to that further. I just want to let you know there is a petition that is in possession over there. If you don't have it, we can forward it again. Thank you.
We got it, Joe. Thank you for coming. Important to come. Appreciate you coming. Lawrence, go for it next.
Hi, Larry Drucker. I'm part of the Greenpoint Coalition and also a resident of Java Street. We met with the applicant on January 12th, had a fairly productive meeting, came away hearing about their business plan and told them our concerns. And then we sent them the next day a questionnaire, which basically has the points of concern for the community: crowd control, noise, hours, use of outdoor space, and so forth, to find out, you know, in detail what they're really planning. Because things weren't exactly clear from the CB1 application. We got that back completed by them at 3:30 this afternoon, so we really haven't had a chance to go through it. The goal is obviously to negotiate a community support agreement. We're just not there yet, and we have several open items that are still, you know, unresolved, that require further discussion. So I think a vote this evening would be very premature. But just in a nutshell, because I know you want to keep things moving along, this is the ground floor of a historic building. There are residents, low and middle income residents in that building directly above this. It's going to be open until 3 a.m. every evening indoors, and they want to use outdoor space. They've told us not only 12 people in an outdoor cafe, which I understand is not something that you're approving these days, but they also have between 60 and 74 additional patrons they want to make room for with the DOT program in 2 outdoor structures, one on Java Street and one on Franklin. So it's going to wrap around the whole corner. It's going to almost double the amount of patrons that are going to be serviced by this establishment. There'll be something like 70 or 80 people eating outside if they had their way. And that can be open till midnight under their plan. And in fact,
Summarize, please.
This afternoon, they, in their responses to our questionnaire, they confirmed that they want to keep the hours. We asked them would they be open to scaling back, and they said they want to keep the hours 3 a.m. inside and midnight outside. So that's a major point of concern for us, and for the noise and traffic that it's going to create for the residents on the block and in the building. We already have, as Joe said, 65 people, I believe, who signed a petition, and more are coming. So we just think it's premature at this point before we've reached agreement on some of these key issues.
Thank you so much. We have to move on, but thank you. Very important. Moving on is going to be Victoria. Go for it, Victoria.
Thank you, Rob.
Of course.
Really appreciate this. I just want to be really short and sweet. Yes, we met with the applicant, and having reviewed the application, there are several discrepancies in the hours, in the seating, and in the application in general that need to be sussed out. So I don't think any kind of vote tonight really matters until those details are worked out. Additionally, I have surveyed and spoken to a lot of the tenants at the Astral. I'm literally diagonal from it. We all have very old houses. The Astral is 1885, mine is 1915. And we don't have very good noise insulation in these buildings. And a lot of these tenants have been harassed by the landlord because they're rent stabilized tenants. I've referred quite a number of them to the North Brooklyn Development Corporation for help. They're just constantly under pressure. And when they heard that there was a bar opening at 3 a.m., some of them burst into tears. A lot of them are elderly, they're people of color, they are very respectful and want to live in a respectable home and be free from, drunken patrons accosting them at night or having to clean up vomit in front of their houses. So that's not the kind of neighborhood, that's not the kind of context that this neighborhood is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Victoria.
Rob, can I just say one thing? I just want to clarify one thing.
Frank, hold on, Frank.
12 outdoor seats.
Frank, please, we'll
Okay,
get to
12
you.
outdoor seats.
Frank, please. All right, so I want to hold Sante for last. I don't see any other hands up. So Sante, within a minute-ish, please. Sante, go for it.
I believe everybody was important because the Greenpoint Coalition has been activating community and different portion of the neighbor. And many times they're really not aware of what is happening. Sometimes to you as a committee, they bring you a petition, they tell you a story, and of course you're doing a job, you already do too much. But this is the reason you didn't see me before, because there is time where you don't have to see me. When you see me, it means that we are here because they are very sensitive and very critical application. This one is one. Brooklyn Label, he was sensitive when he opened there and he was there, but he had to find a way. It was a more organic way with the building. He started opening 8 o'clock. He functioned as a community place. People had breakfast, went with a laptop, they have a coffee. They could stay there longer. They didn't open in the afternoon, and they close at 11. And they close at midnight, but it was never after 11. Sometimes they close even early. It really became a kind of community place. Of course, it still had impact on that building. Going back to what Victoria was saying, because I spoke with people too, right now they're doing some renovation. That's a building. It's an historic building. It's very important. That is there, no structure should be there. There's even the text amendment is going to have to work on what is going on there, but we know they want to amplify and they want to change the method of operation, of which it was already critical before, but found a way to be compatible. This cannot be compatible. And there is very vulnerable people in that building. Elderly people, there is Latinos community in there, there is a variety of all-time residents, and this is a form of harassment. So if the ownership of this building rents and allowed to do this type of activity, it's an added stress to that community is there. There is not the means, not the ability, doesn't even know how community board function, and that's why we're here. And then Larry is also an attorney, and he's helping the community pro bono, trying to put in place, some form, and that's why right now, the number of licenses, the run fruit trigger that we have in Greenpoint and in another area, but we don't operate in Williamsburg, we wish would be other volunteer. We're trying to put agreement. Without the agreement, we should not have approval. Only the agreement, the detail of the agreement can make sure that the community has the right to have a certain quality of life. And the compatibility of this application are really, compatible, That's all I can say, guys. So we, as a board member, I feel committed to this mission. and should not be approved. And I'm also surprised that the applicant had an opportunity to communicate with us, and he came here tonight. It's a little predatory, I will say. They have to, as Tom Barrow, the chair, said, they have to continue this conversation. We're supposed to meet again on January 28th. If they have different other plan, I lived on the East Village. 2nd Avenue, it's a different world, you know? That's all. After this, I don't know what to say, guys, but there is a, we're gonna petition also. We open a conversation with the council office. I believe the council office also has had concern recently about, you know, people has been maybe harassed in the building. There's some notice on that front door. They're doing renovation. The tenants are very vulnerable there, you know, and there are newcomers in that building right now that probably don't care because they live on the top floor and behind there, and maybe are 25 years old, but these people may be elderly, live on the first floor just above the place, and may be very, very extremely unfair. That's all. Thank you.
Sante, thank you so much. Tom, Francois has an additional comment. Francois.
I just want to also just really quickly speak to the history of the space, because this space was originally a school and a daycare for the factory workers that lived in the building. After that, it was an office for union laborers who were, you know, laboring in Brooklyn. And I think it's also, and Vicky, correct me if I'm incorrect, but it's also where Mary White Ovington lived. And she was one of the co-founders of the NAACP. So the history in this building, you know, on so many levels, I think is important and needs to be discussed.
How come Brooklyn Label's not there anymore?
I can speak to that. So Robert, he signed a 10-year lease for Le Gaumont, just further down the block on Franklin. And he opened a new restaurant in Connecticut, and he has a farm that he's been working on. So he's going to be doing some farm to table to the city.
I can tell you why he's not there too, because at the beginning of the pandemic, you know, when everything was completely altered, and of course it was too much pressure because it hasn't been a very greedy in the sense, it's been really a community member, you know, he owns like a man, and the landlord in the building, it was very rigid, it was completely unsympathetic, while the other place, they collaborate and they work together with him. Just to give you the picture that the building has other goals, definitely are not to be in tune with the 16 vulnerable tenants, and definitely, you know, probably David Clark was a perfect, you know, new tenant for them, but definitely they did not work to keep the existing tenant in a time where, you know, many landlords, they were, you know, they work together with their tenants. You know, so that's why he struggled at that time, and he decided probably to walk away. It was too much. But I believe the support agreement, guys, are key to this. It needs to be strictly, you know, regulated with certain parameter, and we have to present it to you too, you know. But
well, this item has been postponed twice to work out with the Greenpoint Coalition some kind of a community arrangement. There are 8 lights bars within 500 feet of this location, so there needs to be a proof of a community need for an additional bar at that location, which I don't think is going to be met with the SLA. So I would entertain a motion to deny this application.
I make a motion to deny the application.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? What was that? I heard a voice. Okay. So that's where we stand on that one.
Motion carried. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks.
Who else is out there? Who's next?
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Frank.
guys.
What else we got out there, Rob?
All right. Community 1 happens. All right.
Anybody else out there?
I think that's it. Did we miss any other applicants? I don't think so.
What about Pizza Lobo? They're not.
What's happening?
Pizza Lobo didn't show up, right?
Okay, because there are a lot of people who are here for that were here for that.
Oh, let's do it in front. Tom, what happens when Pizza Lobo doesn't show up and doesn't postpone? Tom, what happens to that applicant?
And it gets denied.
Denied.
Applicant didn't appear, denied.
Lisa Lobo denied. 2 for 2. Greenpoint Coalition. Believe Sante when he says just come. Believe him. He's being honest.
No,
just
Robert, we meet these people.
Committee. We got to finish our business. Bushwick Triangle. What happened to Bushwick Triangle?
Bushwick Triangle. All right, you're here. Bushwick Triangle.
I'm still here, Bushwick Triangle. It's Nabil Sheikh Ali.
Yeah.
Give it to us, Bushwick Triangle. What do you got?
Calm down.
I'm waiting for my rep. Is supposed to be back on.
Okay. Let's give you a rep.
5 after 8, Bushwick Triangle.
Well, before your rep joins, give me a little bit of this place because I'm familiar with
let me give you a rundown. It's a spot that's been vacant for like 2 years. It used to be a tire shop, and it's a more of an industrial area. And I'm trying to make a nice little jazzy bar with a Mediterranean twist on it. Mostly Lebanese food in the bar.
And you're really at like the corner of the map of like Williamsburg, Mastiff, right? You're
it's a nice
1277 Flushing Avenue.
Yeah, I know
it's a nice location. Johnson, Cypress, with a nice rooftop on top. So I'm really excited.
That's elsewhere has it. Everyone has that little area. They have the outdoor.
Yeah.
Well, is he gonna join with his other folk and get that neighborhood a bit of, because he's only asking for 2 a.m. I have no problem.
I think he's.
We can't approve his sidewalk cafe.
We can't do sidewalk for you. What's your name?
Fine.
What's your name? I'm
That's
sorry.
Nabil Sheikh Ali.
There it is. All right. So hold on. Let me get your name.
Nabil Sheikh Ali.
Got it. Nabil. Got it. And the address.
And where did you get any petitions?
That's got to be hard for him, Tom. There's really no one there.
No, but Rob, can he answer the question? Like, I couldn't get any. There's a lot of.
Sorry,
can he answer the question?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
You couldn't get any.
Did you get any petitions?
Yeah, I did get signatures. We submitted the signatures.
Can I speak?
All right.
Oh, Gina. Sorry, Gina. Go for it, Gina. Go.
Okay. I was able to open a petition signatures, which is a page here.
Right.
Where did you find them?
I found them
Hello?
Gina, you're so far away from your microphone. I can't
Gina,
hear
we
you.
can't hear you, Gina. But you're saying that you found something in the application that had it?
Found them when they sent that transfer, that special transfer with the documents. Within those documents, there was a petition with 6 signatures.
There's 2 pages supposed to be 9 signatures.
9.
This is Jen Harris, the representative. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, Representative.
Hi, good evening. Okay, perfect. You know what? I was connected.
Wait. There's like too many. How many people are talking?
So
you don't just jump in and start running your mouth.
Yeah, Tom, I apologize. If you don't mind, I'd like to just kind of take over to give everyone an overview.
Could you just stop? We're trying to figure out where the petitions are, and Gina was sharing where she found them. So I'm trying to open them, and they're not seeming to open. I don't know why that isn't.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I finally opened it, and I found 9 signatures in this petition. So there is.
Yep. Tom, I can confirm that. She just emailed it to me. I got them right now in my box. They are petitions. I can't believe it. They got them.
Thank you.
Right. That's what I'm just trying to see, because Gina said she opened it, and I'm just trying to find out where that was. So.
Yep, it's legit. And I got the posted notice. There's a posting right on the wall. Yep, that's true too.
Rob, you know what? I didn't send you everything because we submitted a pretty big file, and I didn't want to bombard you with the same stuff again. So I just sent what was said was missing. If you need anything else, I'm happy to just forward it quickly, but I didn't want to drive you crazy sending you everything again.
So far, so good. Stand by. Okay. So I got the petitions open. I can confirm what Gina says. There are signatures there. Yes. Seems enclosed. Seems in the nearby addresses.
You were hurting my feelings. I thought you thought we weren't legitimate. Of course I sent you what I said I sent you.
No. We just need to say it for the record.
No, I understand.
Yeah. We believe you.
Tom, Rob, did you get her name? Did you get the name of the people on this particular application, please?
It's Jen
Yes.
Harris is the representative, Gen Harris, Harris, and then
Oh,
the
see,
owner.
I keep thinking she's General Harris. I'm
No,
like,
no,
what is,
not
you know, it's
General,
like,
not no.
I'm waiting
no,
for
no,
some
Should be.
guy
It
who's
should
selling
be.
me insurance
General would make
coming
it
in
more
going, this is
interesting.
General Harris.
Jen Harris, and then Nabil, Nabil, is the owner applicant.
Yes, he's on the application. Him I saw on the application. Him.
And then we're okay with the 2 a.m., right, Tom?
But for some reason or other, my file, it won't open for some reason or other. So let me see what happened to him.
Yeah. I think that's everything we want. We saw the posting, we saw the signatures. Can I get some head nods from the
Wait.
members?
So General Harris, yeah, General Harris of Resonator Services. I mean, that sounds like a tire company.
I
you know,
love
it's
this.
like-
You're gonna call me General Harris. I love it. That's what I
General
want to be called
Harris,
at
you gotta
every
own it
meeting
now,
that I
General.
come to.
Gotta own it, General. You're the General.
I was
You're the General.
picturing this insurance guy coming in like, I'm General Harris. I'm representing that blah, blah, blah.
Tom, I'm leading to support, but I want to see the temperature of the members. Everyone okay?
Well, I just want to make sure that we're not approving the sidewalk cafe. So they've got number of outdoor seats listed.
General
on
Harris,
the-
we have to take out the outdoor. You have to come back anyway for that. We can't have
That's
this as part of that.
okay. Yeah, Tom,
Okay.
I understood your point. You said it's
But
another applicant. I'm
no,
happy
but
to
she's
take it
got a
off.
little. She has a little red box floating in the air that says 5 tables and 12 chairs on the sidewalk
No
and
good.
5 on 25 on the
No
roof.
good.
The roof is
Promise
fine.
I'll
That's
remove
The
it.
roof is fine, but
I
not in
promise
front.
I'll
No
remove it.
sidewalk.
Yeah,
So
no
it's going to
sidewalk.
get
We
clear.
promise we'll remove it,
Nabo.
and we won't
Yes,
we
sir.
won't add it until we come back.
I drive by every day. I don't want to see chairs outside.
You got it, boss.
Hey, I drive. That's my way to mother-in-law.
You got it. Please stop by when you get a chance when we open.
No chairs in the front. No chairs. Not even
You
Who's
got
for.
it.
still here? Who's
No
still
chair
at
for
the
you.
meeting?
You stay inside.
Do we
Yes,
still have
sir.
a committee?
I make a motion to approve. I know this is in the middle
Yeah,
of.
I agree. Anybody else against it or whatever?
Second, aye.
Okay.
Thank you so much. The general
No,
is
but
very
when you
helpful.
open,
Thank you.
when you
I
open,
appreciate it.
I'm
Have
hoping
a
for
good day.
April Fool.
April Fools. I like that. April Fools. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it. Have a
All
good
right.
night,
We
everyone.
appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
Good night.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Tom, did we actually end the meeting at
Was
8:11?
anybody here from the Mighty Quinn?
No.
Was
It's just
anybody
us.
here from Taku?
No, it's just us.
Because they were previously postponed. So
Nope, it's just us.
those are no applicants, so we deny unless they come to Marie between now and then the full board meeting to say, no, we want an applicant, we want to postpone. Okay? So
Okay.
anyone that's not here who doesn't come to the office before the next full board meeting, we recommend denying.
Denial.
Okay? So you understand that, how that works?
Tommy, can I give you please a brief comment about Taku because they never got back to us. You know, we made exactly the same process on Greenpoint Avenue, but they
Taku?
disappeared. They never got back to us. So
I gotta
Okay.
jump. Bye, y'all.
Thanks, Rob.
Bye,
Send me, Rob, scan whatever you wrote down and send
I
it to me.
emailed you right now. I sent you all everyone's notes.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
name and the resident. It's like
Okay. Got to keep track.
Shakespeare. I think it's like Shakespeare. You'll see it. Bye.
All right. Everybody else, are you all good? Anything?
Just going back to 29 Greenpoint Avenue, if between now and
Wait, did
next-
my committee, are we all good, committee? Gina, are we good?
It worked quite well that people sent their applications 5 days before. So
Right. Isaac, you okay? Isaac? Julia? All right, who else is still out here? Eric? Where's Eric?
Yep.
We got everything handled?
I think so.
All right, I'm just making sure that we don't forget anything because it's like crazy time. All right, so what are you trying to tell me? Somebody was trying to tell me something. Somebody was trying to tell me something.
I have a question. Noah
Who's that?
Bornstein here. Noah.
Who?
Noah Bornstein with the Pizza Lobo, resident nearby. I don't know who else is with us here. Is Bill still here? What do we do? I heard that Pizza Lobo is denied. We did have many petitions I don't know if they were sent in to the community board yet. We had a concern about 2 a.m. every night and actually mostly wanting to make sure the music, that they hired a outside acoustical engineer. That was one of the things on the petition. So what happens next? Maybe they forgot or something happened because they've been responding.
Or
to
maybe
a
they're
li-
not going to seek our approval and going to go to the SLA around us, you know.
Well, they've been.
Santa is here, I can tell you, because we send, the Greenpoint Coalition send all the signature that you collected, and we send a report. And definitely, as Tom is saying, they're not here. Of course, they can go to SLA, but they email us back that they were thinking about. Maybe they need more time because it's a complex application. Could be in many things. But
Yes, they've communicated with you, right, Sante? They've
yeah,
communicated.
but we forward you also their communication.
Yes.
And so we've been like pushing them. They send the drawing. They said we still, the community had the concern you just have expressed. And that there was a position, and that there are hundreds and hundreds of signatures there, and people is against. So they should come back to us and put in place an agreement. But if their idea is to run a disco with a 3 a.m. with DJ and 200 people outside, that may not be really the case.
2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. they wanted.
We can monitor and we'll give you input from the coalition, also to you as individual. We can monitor through the website, the SLA website, to see if that petition, and I mean, if that's a serious issue there, and probably we could write, I don't know if there are 400-foot hearing in place, but definitely, there are things that this committee can't do anymore after that, but we can assist you if that's
right.
the case.
Thank you. Thank you. It seemed like they were going to come back to the Greenpoint Coalition, as you said. So I don't know that they'll run away and not correspond anymore.
And you are the Greenpoint Coalition. I want just to remind you, we just informing you and directing you and give you tools. So, you can have a voice, and before you were not aware.
Thank you. Yes.
Tom, it was me. I was saying something before. You asked, and I believe Francois, it was about 29 Greenpoint Avenue, Taku. I don't know, they didn't show up, but also they disappeared once they had a meeting with us, and there were some requests. And you remember there was a time where so many licenses, and some they wrote agreement at the time with us. And now we saw them again coming here. They were like postponed, but I don't know if they just walked away from that application. I have no idea. But they were supposed to get back to you. You send them back to the Greenpoint Coalition to sign a support agreement. So other three applicants, they did there just next to them. They did it, and they were approved by you together with the agreement in place.
What?
That's all.
We approve them?
They were approved because they signed not Taku. Other on Greenpoint Avenue on that block, do you remember? They were approved because they signed the agreement with the coalition, where they adjust the time of operation. There were restaurant with a full kitchen. Taku, it seems that it was more kind of a bar, and that's.
Oh, you're talking about some other application on another day.
Yeah, in another day. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Got me confused. I was like,
No.
Taku? We approved Taku? No, we didn't. Why?
But it was part of a cluster of application. You remember, the entire block is only bar and restaurant right now.
Well,
so now we have a
there's
void.
going to be lots of clusters because your mayor wants more nightlife.
Okay, but at least we can make agreement between the application from community board and community agreement. At least we have like some more restrictive. The only tools we have,
Yep.
But, okay, guys.
Can I just ask just for clarification on that? So 29 Greenpoint Avenue, it will be denied, correct?
The applicant did not appear. When they do not appear, we recommend denial of their application because they haven't met with the conditions of the community board.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
So a letter goes to the SLA with the list of people that were supposed to show up, and then it'll say, you know, applicant did not appear, denied for not following the procedures of the community board. So the SLA will say, go back and follow the procedures, or, you know, they'll say, nah. You know how the SLA is.
Yep. Thank you, and thank you to everyone
So
else on the board.
that's how we try to do it. You know,
Thank you,
it's
Tom.
not
Thank you
best
for all the
process, you know,
committee members.
The
Thanks
nuts
for
thing
your
we're going to
work.
have to deal with is the crazy cannabis dispensaries. The state still hasn't figured out the regulations on that, but you know, that's going to be next.
Are they going to bind it together with a liquor license? You can have both license, or
Who
is it going to
knows? They haven't come up with a plan yet. They haven't figured it out yet. So people are just selling pot wherever they want because they can't get arrested for it. So, you know, there's a couple guys have a table in Union Square that they call themselves the Bud Guys or something, and they're selling, you know, they got a table and they're selling marijuana on the table. There's a guy riding around the van who's selling pot. It's like, you know, there's no regulations right now, and you're not getting arrested for it. So it's sort of a anarchical situation. There's a thing called the Cannabis Control Board that keeps meeting, trying to come up with regulations, but they haven't. But that's coming down the pike next.
Thank you, everyone. Great work, Tom, and all the committee members. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, everybody. Stay
Thank you.
safe.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stay safe. Watch out for the whatever those viruses are.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.